10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
Or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On Friday, October the 10th, 9th, 8th. What day is it? It's the 9th. Friday, October 9th, 2020. Welcome to Goof On. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and I hope you're having a great start to your weekend as it is officially started right now. Yeah, it's going to be a weird show. Aren't they all? Yeah, I don't know. Something's off. I don't know what it is. I don't feel like I'm me. I don't feel like this is happening. Something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. I don't know what it is. Can't put my fingers on it. Nope. You know, I only got the one here. Yeah, the one's over here. One right there. One right there. See it? There it is. That's it. Just these two. They're not even attached. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but they're there. Hey guys. They're shy. So tonight we're going to talk about why isn't Jaime Maussan in prison yet? Just wanted to throw that out there. I watched The Phenomenon. Yep, it only it was all right. We'll talk about it. And some interesting Bigfoot videos. I don't think I've ever played them. And what else we got going on? No body language tonight. Yeah, some mysterious places on Earth that act very weird. We'll do that here pretty shortly. And some more Twitter action with Loving Lou. Loving Lou and you. So, you know, I got something on my nose. My nose has been running all day. I can't help it. I think I've got it. Somebody in the chat room, I mean the comment section on the last video goes, shouldn't be joking about COVID, man. Every time you cough, you say COVID. Oh, like that's funny. Oh, the sensitivity of it all. So stupid. I do it as a protection agent, you know? I show no fear of it. Nah, I feel good today, finally. I just need to get sleep, that's all. I don't know what else I have. At the end of the show, like switching things around. So we'll be talking about, today is going to be some Caitlin. Yeah, Caitlin. I can't remember her name. Caitlin Bennett, I think. Anyway, it's funny to watch these. Is she a protagonist? They go to the schools, the colleges, and you wouldn't believe how stupid people. Well, you will. Yeah, I know you do. You get it. I know you know. COVID. Stupid people, man. Shouldn't be making fun of it. It's not. It's too soon. Yeah, it was a serious comment. I couldn't believe it. It's like, are you serious right now with this? Are you really telling me I shouldn't be? Hold on, let me see. Let me pull it up here. It's funny. I think this is it. Let's take a look here. I find this stuff amusing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I remember when I was young. Me and Goofon, we had so much fun. We were outside looking at the sky. And along in the way I see something up high. But you couldn't see what I saw. 'Cause you were really off the floor. And I remember. Where is this thing? I can't find it. I wonder if the guy removed it all. I do have a child listening to the show last night. You're right. See, here's the new thing on my channel, in case you haven't seen. It's been updated. Now, yeah, I should. Let's see if it shows it's live. There we go. Yeah, now I have all the current on the homepage. Then I have the friends. And then the created playlists on the bottom. Yeah, we can now alter this and switch things up. It's pretty cool. How they have it. Look at how crappy this used to look. Look, let me show you something. Look at that. Look at all that noise on those thumbnails. Isn't that awful? I couldn't see the forest through the trees. What's wrong with me? Look at all that. And then now we get a little bit more easy on the eyes, but I got work to do. I still got work to do with these thumbnails. This is the worst one of the year I made right here. This one sucks. This one's weird. Yeah, this is not that good. I should have got rid of that. All right, let's get to the show. All right. Strange. What was I looking for? I don't care anymore. Strange places on Earth that don't act normal. Yeah, this is from Be Amazed. I thought this was nice to get the show started. You know, oh yeah? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. Roll call! Sorry about that. COVID. Hey, DJ, so nice. They named them twice, or her twice. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Lunar Sparkles 1. Welcome to the Scott Seekins Destroy. Searchin'. Seekins destroyed. B Baker. 2 B's are better than 1. B Baker in the house. Moderator B. Joe Monk. Joe Praying Monk. That's who you are now. Joe Praying Monk. Frap Sappuccino. I got one right here. It's my Frap Sappuccino. I got a Trump cup. See? Yeah. I keep drinking. I'm drinking it till the end of FAP's in the house of the trial, whatever they're doing. Hey, T-Bay Mufon in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see ya.
Send me those pictures, brother.
Oh, shit. Long Island Bigfoot. Paging Mr. Long Island Bigfoot. Oh, there he is. Hey, welcome to the show, LIB. LIB, it is just later. Dark Hour, Space Paranormal's here. That's right. DHP. He's dynamite. Laurie Oliphant. Hi. Yes, you are in Goofonia. This is Goofonville, which is in Goofonia. First Floor Audio. How you doing? Good to see you. Glad you can make. Canadian guy. How you doing up north? How is everybody? How is everything, man? Everything going good for you, man? I don't know. I just wanted to... I've been watching Zimbabwe. I just watched The Phenomenon. Pretty good movie. We'll talk about it in a minute. There's a Jeff Garvey, not Steve. Good to see you, man. Wreaking Havoc, 215. Wreaking Havoc, 215. He's here. Oh, yeah. Wow. It's Friday. Last Friday, he gave us some really important information. That wickedly cool-looking orb with the face. Now, for the first time in history, you're going to see something I don't think has ever been captured before. And you are going to be witness to it exclusively here on Goofon. Thank you, Wreaking Havoc. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'm not going to do it right away. In a minute. GameVet02. GameVet02. Welcome to the show. Tranquility Base 69 and 1. I thought I said hi to you. I guess I skipped right over you. Didn't mean to. Off-World Adam. Welcome to the show. Nathan Allen. Nathan Nitsky. Nathan's Hot Dogs. Moderator Lisa. What's up, LMOD? Lmod. It's LMOD. That's who you are. Lisa MOD. I like it. That's who you are. You're the Lmod. Lmod. Steve Grilly. Oh, it's time. Yeah, I went too long. Everybody else, welcome. Mario Heat, I see you, my guy. Nice. You know, with OBS, like I use Streamlabs. What is it called? Streamlabs OBS. And I can't put any of your comments up there. You know what I mean? I can't do anything like that. OBS, it's not working. I can't get that stuff to work. Believe me, you've seen it. You see it on the screen right now, right? No? Oh, let me see. Look. It's not working. Is this the one? Yeah. It doesn't work. That's been the same way for 5 days, 2 weeks. I don't know. All I know is if I log out of OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and I log back in, it'll update, but it'll never work. It never does the live update, or it only updates one time and that's it. It's a POS. I'm really upset that nobody's getting back to me from OBS either. I'll just go look at the FAQ. Oh, it'll tell you what you need to know. But no, it doesn't. Or else I would have it working and make it worthwhile. I don't know. I'll go back and forth between StreamYard and this. This just does high def, 1080p and 60 frames a second. I like quality. We don't need bells and whistles. The show's the bells and whistles. Come on now. Hey, Tip Jar Mask Fund. Oh, Off-World Adam with the $5 super chat. Mask Fund. Mask. I have a mask. Matter of fact, I just washed it. I have a couple. No. It's for the DSLR. Yeah. We're a little shy. We got to get, it'll take a while to get there. But thank you all very much for hanging out tonight. If I didn't holler out in the roll call, it's because that ended. Brett Lewis, how you doing, man? God, I saw you. All right. You ready? Let's do this now. I'm just going to wet the palate. You guys having a good day? How was your Friday? Good? Who cares? All right, here we go. In 3, 2. Oh, this is Mysterious Places on Earth. 1, go.
Mind-blowing natural phenomena in the world, and even the ground beneath our feet is subject to change. From man-eating voids to bouncy soil, prepare to be amazed by these places where the Earth acts in some seriously strange ways. Number 10. Liquefaction. On March 11, 2011, a devastating natural disaster known as the Great Tohoku Earthquake struck northeastern Japan, causing widespread damage and triggering a series of massive tsunamis which decimated coastal areas. The earthquake is still considered one of the most powerful seismic strikes ever recorded, but the residents of Tokyo Bay in the southern Kanto region also experienced another bizarre phenomenon. People at the Shoppers Plaza in the Urayasu suburb watched as sections of the courtyard began to rise up and heave as if some sleeping god had been awoken beneath the earth. The pavement buckled and dark liquid began spewing from huge cracks as the slushy mud mixture covered the courtyard in minutes, while manholes were pushed out of the ground, water pipes burst, and utility poles threatened to topple. This bizarre occurrence is scientifically known as liquefaction, which occurs when intense vibrations cause soil particles below the ground to lose contact with each other, transforming the once solid ground into a liquefied state. As Tokyo Bay had been built on reclaimed land from the Pacific Sea since the 17th century, soil dredged from the bottom of the bay was loosened and liquefied easily during the seismic activity. As the surface shifted and sank, water and slush rose, spreading the slurry for miles and wreaking havoc on nearby areas.
Unfreaking believable, right?
Number 9. Saturated soil. Workers on this construction site could hardly believe their eyes when they arrived at a job to find the soil beneath their feet behaving like an inflatable bounce house.
Watch this, breathing trees.
Forest. In October 2018,
we've seen this one
Twitter
before.
user shared an eerie video of a section of forest in Quebec which seemed to be breathing like a sleeping giant. The footage baffled people all over the world as it was shared by millions online calling for a logical explanation.
You know, this is a great example of what I've been talking about for 95 years. This stuff's natural. It happens every day. It does. Oh. But if you've never seen it before, it's all brand new and you think it's a creepy phenomena, like the earth is breathing. You know, that's what I like in I was going to say UFOs and it came out Ufology almost. I'm not one of those guys. Unidentified flying, the study of. That's what you do when you say UFOlogy. It's unidentified flying, the study of. I know. It's almost the same. But it's ufology. All right? Let's stop with the UFOlogy. Unidentified flying, the study of. Yeah, makes sense. Keep saying it that way. It's all right. Nobody cares. No, I'm the only one who seems to care about it. Now, what is this quality? 1080p? It should be 60. Oh, that's because the video's only there? Okay, I'm good. Let's go.
Besides the fact that Godzilla might not be so fictional after all, eventually the Weather Network put everyone's mind at an alarming rate. Videos of the bizarre event show whole sections of sand crumbling into the waves below as people watch on in amazement. And by the time the hull had reached the tree line, it was estimated to be
it's amazing, about 4,000 feet of land. All right, I can't handle it. I think we've seen this one before. And I'm just going to googe that one. Next. All right. I've been talking about this on and off for a while. These 42,000 satellites that are going to be around in orbit above the Earth. And I always say we're going to lock ourselves in the planet. We're not going to be able to leave without knocking into one of these. I know what you're going to say. No, they will. They have calculations, Sir Richard. they can launch it within miles of the next satellite. Yes, I know. It's true. That's what they do. Thanks, Bob. I'm just saying. Bob, you were caught lying. Excuse me? Here we go. This is what would happen. What's going to happen? What are they going to do to the Earth? Putting up 42,000 satellites. I always thought, and here's a little video explaining it, right? 3, 2, giddy up.
Satellites hurtling into the sky. And over the next few decades, Elon Musk is hoping to send 42,000 of these satellites to space, 15 times the number of operational satellites in orbit today. It's part of Starlink, the expansive constellation from Musk and SpaceX that hopes to bring the world low-latency, high-speed internet, promising no more buffering and near...
Oh, let's not forget, okay? Don't forget this. There's tools up there, nuts, bolts, blankets, right? Missy!
Nearly instantaneous.
There's over 100,000 things floating around. Satellites doesn't mean a computer in space or a satellite dish. It means something orbiting Earth is a satellite. It could be a piece of dust. Get about it.
Internet in every corner of the world. But experts worry it may come at a hefty cost for space exploration.
See?
Nearly half of the world's population does not have access to the internet because most internet options require...
Move where there's electricity. It's not our fault. You gotta pollute space now because of those stupid people. We've been doing fine without them. And they've been doing fine without us. I want to give people TV and dummy them down more. You know, who said it today? I think it was Joe. He goes, I don't understand. Half of the country doesn't think straight. It's weird. I said, I know. He goes, what do you think? I said, it's 5G. 5G? Please, it's stupid. And that means everybody not. They can turn it on in the blue states if they want to. You got all the people out there, right, in groups. You just switch the signal. And all those people who are out there, because everybody's been abducted in their lives, we all got an implant. And I know that's a joke. No, we all got them. I promise you. Ow. No, we don't have them. You would see them in x-rays. How often are you walking into an x-ray, Rich? Interesting. How often does your head get x-rayed, Rich? All right, you got me. I just for my teeth. Right. Nobody's doing an x-ray, so everybody could have an implant. I don't think everybody does anymore. I think only the people who say they have an implant have implants. No, I bet you some people don't even know they got a chip in their head. Could be in their tooth. You'd think that it wouldn't be there because aliens would know we go to the dentist. So they wouldn't put an implant here. Where would they put it? In a place that doesn't get a lot of x-rays, right? Where would you put that? In your hip? Nope. They got to put it near a nervous system, like you're somewhere to tap into your thinkoids, you know? And all those electrons, neurons, protons, electrons, brainons. Brain on! Brain on! My brain is off. Giddy up.
An extensive track of costly underground
We don't want buffering in New Zimbabwe.
Locations offline. And while satellite internet can reach those areas,
traditional satellite internet is provided by a bus-sized spacecraft that is launched 22,236 miles into space in orbit around Earth.
That distance means the satellite can reach places that cables can't. But since that one satellite is meant to service a lot of people, its data capability is limited, which then limits connection speeds. And that signal has to travel a long way, creating a lot of lag. This is where Elon Musk and SpaceX come in.
Starlink is a globe-encircling network of internet beaming satellites that is trying to get you online no matter where you are in the world.
And there's a rather persuading element for SpaceX as well.
Elon Musk has said he's just trying to grab a small percentage of $1 trillion.
Oh my God, is this guy freaking annoying? This is what UFO Jesus was like in 8th grade.
$1 a year telecommunications industry around the world. If SpaceX can pull this off, the company could net about $30 to $50 billion a year.
Musk and SpaceX President Gwynne Shotwell say that much money could single-handedly fund the development of Starlink, Starship, and SpaceX's Mars launch infrastructure. As of early October, SpaceX has launched more than 700 satellites into orbit, with a plan to release a total of 12,000 over the next 5 years, half of them by the end of 2024. And Musk wants to add another 30,000 to that, coming to a total of 42,000 satellites circling.
They could have started it right here, right? They could have just started it right there.
Earth. All of these satellites will also be much closer, anywhere from 200 to 400 miles above the planet in low Earth orbit.
This reduces the connection.
I can't. I just want to hurt myself right now, and that's not fair to me. I don't know what they're doing on. I can't stand these people. I don't know what's gotten into them. All right, let's try to go to the end here. Let's just try to finish this here. I fast forwarded with only a minute left, if that. All right. What's that? Yeah, they're not even going to get a big screen. 3, 2, go.
There's a higher chance that those satellites could collide with each other or with other satellites.
Those crashes would create clouds of debris that can orbit the Earth for years.
All right, we get it. All right, I seriously don't. I can't stomach it any more. All right, so here's a Bigfoot sighting. This comes from Tim Wells, bow hunter. I don't know if Long Island Bigfoot understands this guy, knows who he is, but all I did was see the thumbnail and now I was sold. I'm putting this one on the show. Anybody who gets here it says, all right, check it out. It's captured in Idaho during the 2013 elk season. The World Hunting Group, or Tim Wells, makes no claims as to what exists or what exactly they have seen. Now, COVID. Tim Wells makes no claims as to what exists or to what exactly they have seen. And this is called Bigfoot sighting. Not Bigfoot. Bigfoot sighting. Capiche? Hey, it's a one capiche show. Use this video in its entirety or any part thereof is prohibited without the written consent. Oh, so I'm allowed to.
What's the last GP?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we have to get written permission? Is that what it said? Oh, it's prohibited. All right, so we'll just get a still image of it. So we won't play it. That's good. All right. Glad I read that. Glad I read it. Thanks. So there it is. Is that the Bigfoot? That's the high def guy? No, it's not Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. Oh, yeah. All these guys care about is being on camera. All right, let's go. Come on, show me the foot. All I see is blurry. All right. If I can't play this video, then I'm going to beat the shit out of it. That looks so lame. This is in high def. This is high blurry. This is the sharpest blurry images I have ever seen. This is great. Oh, look at him. Right there. Perfect. Look at that, man. He knew exactly how to hide 50% of himself. What a great, smart creature. Ooh, you can't see me behind the tree stump. Oh, my God, guys. You could have made that suit a little bit nicer. I think that's CG. I don't know. This is CG. I don't know. Oh, that's a tree. Oh, right here. Okay. So here he is. Here's a tree right there, which looks fake as fuck. Right? Doesn't this look fake right here? I'm telling you, that looks like there was CGI put in the video. Here and here, the edges. Oh, shit, I accidentally. Almost. Because if you look at the other branches, they don't look fake like this one. All right, I know. It's the angle, right? It's got to be the angle. Yeah, he's not but 5, 10, 20 feet away from that thing. Wow. I mean, this guy should get the Nobel Prize. You caught a Bigfoot. You know what he got? A big costume. That's what he got. A big costume. Great. Great. This is just great. Thank you. This is worse than looking for UFOs. Look at this guy. I'm the best it's ever been. My teeth go inward so I can chew lots of trees. And I can chew like Bigfoot. I'm sorry, Bigfoot. Yeah. This guy's like, yeah, thank you. Whatever he said. Oh. Ah. That's the sound of the Bigfoot, Rish. Yeah, Jaime, how you doing? About to talk about you. I see we're making bond or the video or Bigfoot. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Bigfoot? Sounds the same. Ho ho ho! Huh? Ho ho! Huh? See how easy this is? That's right. That's what I do here. I don't give a shh. You don't like a ho. 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 Who are you? Who? I'm Tim Wales. I speak Japanese Bigfoot.
Give me the camera.
Oh, shit. That was an accident. I missed the X button. See how it disappeared? I don't know where it went. Made me press play. I seen Bigfoot. I'm a good actor. I done there seeing you all shut up, Rufus. Rufus always getting in the way. All right, that really made me happy. All right, now we're getting into the good stuff. So, I'm not going to talk about Jaime now. I'm going to roll into the UFO thing here, the phenomenon. Sorry, the phenomenon. I enjoyed the way it was edited and all that stuff. You know, for what it's worth, James Fox does an excellent job. Class act. And he is. He's a class act. I don't know. Everything that was in the documentary, I have seen. All right, there's a little variation on a couple of things. You know, maybe they didn't say the UFO landed. Maybe they said it plopped. You know, I don't know. They changed the adjective of the thing. What do I know? It's all the same stuff I've been listening to for the past 29,211 years. Nothing new in the James Fox documentary, The Phenomenon. I'm glad I didn't have to pay full price. It was good. What it was, it's a Cliff Notes of the most popular things that were newsworthy UFO reports in our lifetime. Or since the history of Roswell. Roswell started with Roswell, they worked their way up to present day. Did not see, you're not going to see any UFO footage that you haven't seen. It's not like that. But it was a really good interpretation of what's going on in the world with ufology. Spoke about everything, the cover-ups, the conspiracies, Roswell. Why do we got to put Roswell in a documentary when it's been in every other documentary except for Countdown to Disclosure, made by the Cousins brothers of Third Phase of Moons, and it will be coming out later this year. Don't forget, Countdown to Exposure. Countdown to Disclosure is coming out. A couple months. Yeah, it's really good, actually. This documentary, it was all right. It kept my attention. I like seeing him talk to Harry Reid. That was cute. Real cute. Sitting there. Guy's getting a drink of water, slobbering all over. Oh, yeah, it's there, goddammit. Of course it's there. Do you think James Fox asked, that disclosure? Something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. Do you think that they would ever give us access? Is it there? Is there actual evidence? That's what it is. Is there actual evidence that they're holding on to that they're not showing us? Reed takes a drink of bottled water. Big wet lip. He says, sure, it's all there. They got it all. Just seen a tip of the iceberg. Something like that. You ain't seen nothing yet, is what he's saying. God dang it. You ain't seen nothing yet, Mr. Fox. He doesn't talk like that, but that's how I interpret it. Anyway, it all started in 1947. Some of you may have never heard this. Some of you have. But it actually started earlier in the year before Roswell. And this is factual eyewitness testimony of the Kenneth Arnold sighting. I was interested, very interested and captivated by what he said. I don't remember hearing all of these things. Let's go.
Way off to the right.
Whoops.
With 32 Marines on board.
I had reached the altitude of about 9,200 feet when a very brilliant flash lit the sky around me and actually lit up the airplane that I was flying. And I could see way off to the right, coming in the vicinity of Mount Baker, a whole chain-like string of aircraft coming at a tremendous speed. I could see plainly that they didn't have any tails. I had never seen aircraft of that kind. And I made a quick judgment that they must be approximately 100 foot in their wingspan. And the first unit or first craft flew at a higher altitude than the last. And of course, this is completely reversed from our normal flight patterns. I had a good fix with Mount Adams, and I thought I'd try to clock their speed between Mount Rainier and Mount Adams. Pretty soon they approached Mount Adams. I got a good look at them. One particularly, the second from the last one, seemed a little larger and had a definite wraith-like shape, though, however, when they were flashing and flipping, they seemed circular. But as they left the southernmost ridge of Mount Adams, I looked at my sweep second hand, and they had covered that distance, which is approximately 50 miles, in 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Arnold calculated the speed of the craft at an astounding 1,700 miles per hour. He abandoned his search for the military wreckage and flew on to Pendleton, Oregon, where he reported what he had seen to the Air Force. Arnold didn't think the objects he had seen were extraterrestrial craft, despite press accounts which labeled them as such. Ironically, however, it was Arnold himself who was responsible for the development of the two words which are still used to describe the phenomenon.
Bilbra ship.
Fake news.
COVID!
How do you like that, person? So, yeah, he saw these 1,700 miles an hour. You know what's weird? Have you always heard the same thing I've always heard about our military? They've got secret technology 50, 60 years ahead of what we're... Imagine this, 1947, go forward 50 years. Stealth bombers were pretty much out, right, for 10 years? That's 40 years. Maybe he saw stealth bombers back then. Nah. Maybe it was a stealth bomber that crashed.
Jet, who was a United Press reporter, he asked me, he said, well, how did they fly? And so I told him, I says, well, they flew very erratically, like boats on rough water, or I said, they would skip and sail and give off these flashes. And I said, or they could fly, I could say maybe you take a saucer and you skip it across the water, and it's erratic. And this is how the name flying saucer was born. However, I did not say they were saucer-shaped.
The spectacular Arnold sighting and thousands of subsequent UFOs.
Repeated that day exactly what was described in the Kenneth Arnold UFO report. Apparently, these craft have been seen flying over the White House, Alamogordo, Socorro, Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Canada, and Hawaii. News at 8. This is Tom Brokaw. How did he sound anyway, Tom Brokaw? Don't make any jokes. You sound so stupid. Nobody's going to take you seriously. You sound stupid. Think you're so funny? Doing jokes and singing? This is not paranormal. Nope. You got that right, Jack. So this comes from Ruptly. Oh, we can't do this? Okay, we can't do that. Well, we'll get back to it. So the phenomena had a really good ending. Sadly, I've seen it all and heard it all many, many times, and I will do that now again. Now, John Mack was an incredible... Wasn't he a psychiatrist or something? Oh, he was a doctor, I think. Anyway, this... I think it's in English. I think it's... But it's about him and the work he did with the Zimbabwe children. And there's a couple of good things in here. I'll just play half of it. It's worth 5 minutes of our time. And then I have another one I want to play. This is actually good stuff. What's that? 3, 2, go?
Well, the UFO abduction phenomenon came to public attention in 1966.
Hey, Bud Hopkins! Is he dead now? Didn't Bud Hopkins kick the bucket? He kicked the bouquet, right?
Barney Hill case.
Oh, I don't have my chat room.
I have cases
Damn it!
that date back to the 1920s.
Sorry,
so we have no idea how long it's been going on.
There you are.
But essentially, this is what happens. The UFO craft have occupants, beings, who seem to be essentially interested in human beings as objects of study. What generally happens during an abduction is that the person is paralyzed, generally then sees the approach of small figures with large heads. It's extremely terrifying at that point for virtually everybody, naturally. That person or persons are then lifted up a beam of light, we have no idea how this works, into a craft, taken inside. They are still paralyzed, unable to do anything, and then a series of physical examinations take place which concentrate attention on the brain, the reproductive system, and the central nervous system. The conscious memory is pretty much suppressed. Not totally, but pretty much suppressed, so the person has sections of the memory, but not the whole story, and is totally confused. Did this really happen? Am I going crazy, etc.? But one of the most important things to realize is that the person is taken again and again through his or her lifetime. In other words, this isn't just a one-time thing. It's as if that person has become an object of very systematic study by the UFO occupants. It's interesting to see how similar they are. They were totally separately drawn, different places, different times.
It's true that now we are very used to this kind of figure.
Now we're familiar. That's the thing, but not at the time these things were done. This is interesting.
This is
scary. Because they don't look muscular and powerful and threatening. They look skinny and weak. But the terror, I think, comes from the fact that when people look at them, they don't know what's going on in those minds. They don't understand what those figures are thinking. I want nothing more in the world than for people with scientific credentials that are extensive, and especially mental health professionals, to get into this.
We need them.
Very seriously.
We do.
No matter what their opinion is. They can start out thinking there's nothing to it. I don't care. If you're interested enough just to look into it, that's all I require.
Oh no, what if green eggs was just joking around? Well, that would suck. Wouldn't that suck? You gotta put LOL. If you're gonna joke and say something that the owner of the channel is stealing and making money, first of all, anything that's been on a news channel or that is something that is public, you can use. Learn the rules. All right? All right. I don't make any money on my videos. I don't monetize these. What am I going to do? Pause it every 4 or 5 minutes to make 1 cent, 3 cents? Not worth it. No. I'll monetize them when we get big. You know, like 3,000 subs. No. Probably up to, I'd say 10,000. 10,000's when I would monetize things. I think that's a good time. It'll take another couple of years. So what's he so worried about? I thought Green Eggs was a friend of the show. That makes me a little sad. So I'm going to just say, I don't know if he's joking. Might be joking, but you got to put LOL. If you don't put the LOL, I think you're being verbose. Enough of that. So, you can let me know however you can contact me. I just delete the message. I think I hid him from the channel. Yeah, that's for today then. We'll see what happens. I thought Green Eggs was a friend. See what I mean? It's got to be a joke. I tell you what, hey, Green Eggs, if you're still listening, just put a comment. Make a comment if you were being serious. Oh, is he blocked from the channel? That's a shame. Got to put LOL. He'll find me. If he wants to come back, he can find me.
That's all I'm asking. So I was extremely pleased when John did it, and it was very daring of him. It was a very daring thing. It was very helpful.
Nah, I lost track. Oh, yeah, he was talking about the kids. John Mack, an interview. All right, let's get to it. Let's steal this. Steal this. There we go. There's a lot of water. It was out in the bay, because that's where water is. And we saw a UFO.
That has been so commonly reported in the States. We talked with a lot of individuals about their experiences, but there's something about talking with, a group that has collectively experienced the same thing that is just more convincing and seems more legitimate. In the case where we spoke with young children who had experienced a visitation from 2 UFOs and the 2 beings who had hovered over their playground during recess. This was at a small secondary school outside Harare in Zimbabwe. And 60 children at recess had seen these 2 UFOs hover, 2 alien beings come out. And I even remember how one little girl described it to me. She said,
No, see, Anselmo, I don't know if you're taking it wrong, but I'm not making money off the videos. It is viewer funded. It's viewer funded. You guys super chat if you want. You're an adult. That's on you. I even forget I have the super chat until somebody puts one up. I wasn't even thinking of it now. It's I think it's worth every penny. All right. So this is what is this one? Now I am all over. Here we go. This is the kids. See, in the movie The Phenomenon, James Fox. See, now, if I wanted to steal content, I would just play it right here. That's stealing. You can't do that. Just came out. I don't do anything from TV shows, Nothing from... everything I get is basically... And I do ask people. I go in their comment section or whatever, if I can find them another way on Twitter. I'll send them a message and ask if I can use their video. Or I let them know, I'm going to use your video tomorrow. Would that be okay? If they don't answer and I still use it, at least they know I use it, and I don't use it all. I use maybe a third or a fifth of it. It's very little, just enough to get us talking. Some videos I play, but like top 5, Louder with Crowder, they're not monetized. Takes a little research to do this. I get copyright claims, but then I get them removed. Yeah, every now and then, of course. What are you gonna do? I sure hope green eggs and ham was joking. Man, that would just be unfair. Oh, no, he wasn't. Yeah, Lisa said he wasn't joking. Damn screen. Right. So it was good. That's good. Good call, Lisa. COVID. COVID. Right, Game Vet. He says $10 doesn't even cover my Taco Bell. When I get Taco Bell, it's $10.97. 4 bean burritos, 3 crunchy tacos, and a drink. All right, I'm playing this. This is the Zimbabwe. What do they call this place? What is it? I forgot to put it in the title. Anyway, it's these kids. You know the ones. Rua, Zimbabwe from 1994. And John Mack went out there and talked to the kids, in 5th and 6th grade that saw these UFOs. The stories were so amazing. And then to see them, well, I guess Fox interviewed them 20 years after the fact, 2004, I guess, when he started that. Yeah, he did go way back, He started making this years ago. But to see them in their early 30s talking about it, and they almost look identical from when they were kids, 10, 11 years old. It's a trip. Anyway, these are those kids. What's that? 3, 2, go.
In Rua, ongeveer een half uur rijden van de hoofdstad Harare.
Hey, Gustav!
Bovendien is het uniek gesitueerd, namelijk helemaal verlaten, midden in een wijd landschap. Op 16 september 1994 gebeurde hier iets heel bijzonders.
Does anybody understand what the frigonometry is going on? I guess I should have played it. I thought I did. I thought it here.
There were no adults to source.
Oh, that's why, because I heard this. Here we go.
Okay, what was your first impression when you heard the story?
My first...
1.5 years ago.
Yeah, it was 1.5 years ago. My first impression was that I thought the children were imagining what they saw.
Because there were no adults there.
There were no adults to saw it. It was only children at the school. And all the children in the playground, someone like 250 of them. And out of that, only sort of 60 claimed to have actually seen it as such. So that actually made me more skeptical initially. Since we have had all the reporters, we have had Professor Mack from Harvard University out here, I've changed my mind slightly. I believe the children did see something.
What I learned in the James Fox movie, The Phenomenon, was that this guy was so skeptical. Am I remembering that correctly? I just watched it, so my short-term memory doesn't work that well. I'll remember more tomorrow. But I think he was having a hard time believing the kids. Yeah, that's what it was. And he thought they were BSing. Same with the headmistress. Now, the new headmistress. It's weird.
Unfortunately, I personally didn't see it, so it's very difficult for me.
These kids were a meter away, 3 feet, 6 inches, 3 feet, 3 inches, something like that, right? Can you imagine just being 3 feet away from an alien? And the weird thing they all said was that they all said it had the big eyes, and they were child size, and they wore all black, like one outfit. It was they said it was pure black, like dark black. So they were wearing something. But a couple of the kids were being shown images telepathically. And they were getting a message telepathically, not hearing any words, but about technology and that we're advancing in the wrong direction. This is amazing stuff. They did see aliens that looked like future humans but smaller. I'm guessing, what if time travel is possible? Or we share the Earth or the solar system with them. Maybe they don't go anywhere. Maybe they've been here the whole time. I don't know, man. I just imagine myself. I had dreams around that age of seeing UFOs on the ground. Like, I mean, it felt real. I smelled the air. I felt the rain, all that stuff, you know? But I can't imagine seeing an alien being 3 feet away from you. And one of the UFOs that was on the ground behind this alien, there was another alien that kind of looked like Peanut. Very strange. Maybe he flies the ship. I mean, it sounds like Star Wars shit, you know? Star Trek or whatever you want to call it. Aliens showing up at the school, giving a telepathic message. The kids were interviewed individually. All the stories matched up. Wow.
I mean, to give my own personal opinion.
It's more than 1.5 years ago, that the UFO landed here. Yeah, who can tell me exactly what happened? Okay, go ahead.
We were playing down on the log.
Yeah?
And then we saw something shiny, so we all ran down over there.
And it was in the early morning?
It was at break time.
Yeah?
And then we saw something shiny. And we saw two people. They were in tight black suits. And they had big eyes. And we didn't actually see their nose. It was quite small. And their mouth was quite small as well. One of them was running in slow motion up across the ship. And the other one was standing beside the ship.
Yeah, you made a drawing, huh? It looks like this?
Yeah, something like that. I couldn't see the eyes or the nose or the mouth. It was just blank.
Wait a second.
It was just blank. Eyes or the nose or the mouth. It was just blank.
No.
Yeah, you made a drawing, huh? It looks like this?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, something like that.
Couldn't help it.
I couldn't see the eyes or the nose or the mouth. It was just blank. Like a piece of paper.
Did it have eyes? Didn't it have eyes? What are we doing now, kid?
Well, when they came, I thought they were crazy.
That was the first thing you thought?
I thought they were crazy just coming to our school doing nothing. And all I saw was something like silver coming down, and I said, what must that be? And everybody's crowding it. I must go crowd too. And then I went and I started crowding, and everybody, then more people came and more. And then I said, hey, I can't see anymore. Come on, somebody, I'm sure. Come on. And then I went to the front, and I started seeing more of them, and then I just ran away.
That story was so useless. That's a typical 8-year-old story. How old was the kid when this happened? 6 months? 6 months old? I ran, and I ran. I ran to the alien, but I couldn't see. Who cares if you couldn't see? I ran, and everybody else was running, and then more people, and then I couldn't see. I want to see. That had nothing to do with anything.
The day before the spaceship came, my friends and I were sitting in the playground, and one of my friends said, "Oh, there's a UFO." She said, and I looked at it, and she said, "No, just kidding, it's an airplane." And we looked up, and I thought to myself, that can't be an airplane because it was very shiny. It looked kind of like a cigarette, you know? It was a long thing, and then on the end it was all shiny. And so I said, maybe it is a UFO. So we're all kind of like getting scared now. And then the day that it happened, then we started thinking, yeah.
Thank you very much for the $14.99 super chat, Mr. DB Cooper 77, going yellow. Yellow! Whoa, and another $9.99 super chat from Mr. DB Cooper. My guy, gals, aliens, reptilians, hybrids, and everything in between. My guy, why I oughta. That's as far back as I can go. Thank you very much. That was very generous. But you know I'll give that back to you, right? Because that's part of the scam. I don't know, did you hear that I'm making money off other people's stuff now? It's amazing. I don't even monetize the channel. I wonder how can I do that, really? How can I make money without monetizing the videos? The channel is monetized. I wonder how you can do that. Super chats, I don't tell anybody to give me money. That wouldn't make sense. If I gave it back to them, then I lose 50%. It makes no sense. Yeah, you know what I mean? Kids, can't live with them, shouldn't have them. All right. So I'll put the link to this in the chat room. It's amazing hearing this if you can. I can't understand a freaking word, but that's the best audio I could find without, you know. What time is it? It's 8:03 already? We've been talking for an hour. Jaime Maussan. Love me some Jaime Maussan. Why isn't this guy in prison? I'm not joking. That's not clickbait. That's the truth. I want to know why this guy is not in prison. Don't you remember a few years ago? Wait, hold on. Jeff Garvey says, Rich, you need that like these kids. Huh? I don't understand. I have your t-shirts. I'm embarrassed to send them. You want them? All right. And tomorrow I'll go and I'll send out 3. Nathan, I got your address. B. Baker, you still want one? I got your address. And I think, who else was out there? Pat, I guess somebody's no longer with us. I got a shirt for them, but now they're no longer friends of the show, so now I got extra. I got 11 shirts here. Hold on a second. What? Who said that? I don't believe it. All right. Don't believe it, huh? All right. Here they are. These are a couple of them, about 5, 6. These are them. I'll tell you, it was almost $200 for the 12 shirts. I'm going to keep one for my car. Do you think I just want to throw money away? No, I'm embarrassed by this product. Okay? I have them all here. Price tag still on them. I mean, come on, man. I'm embarrassed. I think they don't fit right. You know why? Because I tried mine on, and I have a perfect physique, and it didn't fit right. Let me put these back on the table. So, you know, I mean, everything I said I was going to do, I'm doing. I just don't like the shirts. I hate them. But I tell you what, I'll send them out to you. And I'll do 3 a week. And in the next month, you'll have him in the next, whenever. So I'll make sure everything's right. I'll contact you guys whose addresses I have, and I'll do 3 a week and get rid of them, okay? Just don't hold it. I know that was Goof on Radio Stream. Now we're Goof on. It's a whole new everything, but it'd be nice to have, I guess. I don't know, man. What was I gonna? Oh, Jaime Maussan. Oh, let me turn on the chat. Who's this? Lob Bazaar. For Maz Raviolis. $2 super chat. That's about right. Thank you very much. And by the way, let me show you something here. This is out of pure, unbelievable. I hope it shows up where I need it. Here it is. I did a lot of droning today, by the way. Meatballs! You don't think I care? That's right. Ma! Yeah. Meatballs. She said it. Yeah, my mother's downstairs. I'm upstairs. That's right. I live with my ma, remember? It's okay. What's that? Yeah! Look at these. You got home style made with beef, pork, and chicken. You got my style made with beef, pork, and chicken. I don't eat this. I don't eat this. You want to know who's got really good meatballs? Costco. Believe it or not, Costco's got great meatballs. Not the regular Italian mamas from home meatballs, but, just if you like meat and you like balls, it's great. It's great. Unbelievable. This show's just falling apart. It's falling apart. It's over. Check this out. I don't care. I'm just going to show you one thing for later. So, I thought this was nice. I can zoom in now with the drone. Those things are about 2 miles away, maybe 3 miles. I was able to get in nice and tight on them. Why is this fuzzy? It's supposed to be in 1080p, 60 frames a second. That looks like shit. Right? That does not look good. It must be my computer. It's slow. It's slow. Yeah, I got all this footage. I went to a couple different places. Did a bunch of things today. I was out there for an hour and a half. Went through all 3 batteries. It was a good time. Good time. All right, let's get away from this. Let's get back to work. Now, Jaime Maussan. Everybody knows Jaime. Did you know he was named the Ufologist of the Year in, I think it was 2015 or 14. And then the next year, Tom DeLonge was named Ufologist of the Year. Remember that? That's when I came back. COVID. That's when I came back out of retirement. Because I won't say who it was because I don't want to promote this person. But they said, do you still pay attention to ufology? And I said, every day. I just wasn't doing the show, no website. I was just staying away. And I needed a break. And he goes, you'll never guess, but Jaime Maussan won the Ufologist of the Year award last year. I said, all right, what are you going to do about it? I mean, it was bound to happen. It's Jaime Maussan. Yeah, but did you hear who won it this year? And I said, no. Tom DeLonge. I go, why do I know that name? Because he was the lead singer of Blink-182. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Tom DeLonge is are you kidding me? Yeah, he has this fascination with UFOs. He's going to be, I don't know, running a group that's going to overtake MUFON, I heard, and going to get disclosure, and he's got evidence and all this stuff. And I'm like, what the frig is Oh my God. All right. I'm back on. I'm coming back to ufology. Obviously, something's gone terribly wrong. So I came back. It was weird. Yeah, it was weird. A lot of people think that, I'm a little bit verbose. Man, you should have been around 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 and 12. Yeah. I have only recently turned, I'm about, out of 180 degrees, I'm 150 degrees. I don't think I can go any further. I'm not going to not be me. But you know what happens? Things happen to me. Things change in ufology, which makes you change. Yeah, it's weird. It's not fun. I hate ufology. I really do. But I love it so much. I hate it in a good, healthy way. Like, even today, when I was tweeting to Lou Elizondo, I can't. I won't stop. Not gonna stop. Not gonna do it. It wouldn't be prudent. I was nice. I wasn't nice, but I was nice. I didn't call anybody idiots or say, why do you gotta lie? I just said it would be nice if we could get evidence, and that stuff. I'll show you later. But Jaime Maussan, he has unearthed human bodies, stole them from the burial site. Was this in Peru? Somewhere over there. I can't remember. Remember the dummies? The alien dummies? He's not a dummy, Reed. And the reports were all over. Jaime Maussan is going to go to jail for this. We talked about it here on the show. Well, paranormal code, but it is just weird that he cannot get in trouble. He's like Joe Biden. He's the Joe Biden of ufology. Joe Biden, quid pro whatever, quid pro Joe and all that evidence that there was, if you don't fire that guy, then you won't get the money. And guess what? They fired that guy and I gave him the money. I mean, that was all on video, audio, the whole thing. Yeah, nothing happened. Anyway, and what about Biden getting his kid the job, the money? It's the same thing with Jaime Maussan. He cannot get in trouble. No, you don't understand. The reason I took the body, because they were going to take it and hide it. He thought they were going to take the alien bodies and we'd never see them again. So he decides to take them. That takes a little bit of matzo balls, if you ask me. No, that's Jaime Maussan feeling invincible because of all the bullshit he's been through. Accepting balloon footage as UFOs all the time. Being called every name in the book. This guy he is royalty in Mexico. They look up to him like Christians look up to the Pope. I'm not joking. That's Jaime Maussan. Jaime Maussan walking down the street would be like Rocky. Everybody will come out of their homes and start following him. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody. Hello. 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 The guy's what? He's 4'6", right? He's real short. And he's got this enormous head. You know what it is? He's an alien. I just think the guy should be in trouble for he's done other things. He should be in trouble with ufology. Let's not accept Jaime Maussan in. Although he does a pretty good documentary and makes a pretty good TV show and radio thing. But I enjoy Jaime. I like Jaime Maussan, but I hate what he's doing with ufology. But should we? Should I be mad or should I be happy that at least he tried stealing the alien bodies? I think that takes a lot of guts. That to me is just. But why is he not in jail? If you or I did that, oh no, it's an alien. No, it's not. These are little Peruvians. You don't take our little Peruvians. They're not. They got a big head. Yeah, because they stretched them out, dillhole. Hey, what do you mean, stretch? They bind? Yeah, they binded the heads, right. Why didn't you say that? Anyway, here's a little bit of Jaime to satisfy your thirst. That's about enough of that. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. Can we not hear him? This is a typical Jaime Maussan production. If you go to these things live, I've been to a couple in Arizona, and it's either too loud, too tinny, or there's cracks in the mic, you know, feedback and shit. I can't even hear the little guy. Let me turn it up. Poor little fella. How are we supposed to hear it? I have headphones on. I've got the volume all the way.
Especies que se conocen aquí en la superficie de la Tierra.
Seguramente se van a ir descubriendo más y más diferencias cuando esto sea llevado a los lugares del más alto nivel de investigación, actividad moral.
These are them. These are the little aliens that are just people.
A esta, ¿por qué está cortada? Porque no hay más remedio.
Right? And wasn't this like you can see here? It cracked off or something. No, it only had 3 fingers, and then the ends here were extensions. Right? This was totally shown as a fake. I'm sure this is it. So stupid.
Son 3 manos. ¿Esto qué es? No son artesanías. Estas son cabezas exactamente como se encontraron.
It's all Spanish, you're right. Let's put on the I just threw up on the phone, the headset.
Es una de las 2 especies.
Sobre todo en momias, como se ha podido
I don't want a sombre notar matar mosquito. How do we change this? Oh. All right, let's do this. We got to change it if it lets us. Auto translate to English. I like it when I used to look for United States.
Mostrar y lo vamos a presentar.
Especially mommy have been demonstrated. We're going to present that.
Que tienen más de 1700 años de antigüedad. Es decir, esas momias casualmente
I can't believe he thinks they're alien. Ah, this is so beautiful. And we still look at him as, you know, okay, maybe this time he'll come across with something. This is not a dummy. Oh, God.
Responden al mismo tiempo que tienen las llamadas líneas de Nazca.
¿Por qué Sukush? Porque el quechua significa reptil.
Nadie ha demostrado que sea un fraude. Nosotros vamos a presentar las evidencias preliminares que determinarán en la visión de los medios, en la visión colectiva de la conciencia popular, la validez que tienen. Y si de alguna manera se considera que hay duda y que esto puede ser real, la obligación de los peruanos en primer lugar y del mundo entero es
preservar the Peruvians, the little Peru.
Estos cuerpos para encontrar una verdadera respuesta.
COVID.
Aproximadamente 60 centímetros. Vemos las costillas
His name is Paul.
completamente horizontalizadas. Un espacio.
Son hechas el 19 de mayo del 2017.
La reabsorción de lo que sería el tabique nasal.
Beautiful work, Jaime. Unbelievable, right? The guy's like, he's the best in the biz. Best in the biz. At bullshit. I just think it's weird. I think it's really weird how Jaime Maussan isn't in prison for breaking the laws in the country and just violating mummies that are historic in nature. And he's showing them as aliens. He's walking around like Ringling Brothers in Barnum and Bailey Circus. That's Jaime. And charging, back in 2005, they had a 300-room. This was at the ASU West in the auditorium there. 3 shows, Each show was 2 hours, $30 a seat. That's a lot of whip. He made $27,000 that day just showing up. But he had to rent out the room. I'm sure that was probably like $1,200 or something. Who knows? Who cares? Jaime Maussan walked out with a lot of... But he had to split it. He had his nephews working for him. We all met him. But imagine that, 300 seats, $30 a person. He's making bank. $9,000 a show. Can you imagine? He probably gave the kids $2,000 each, and he kept the other $20 and paid off the room, the hall, whatever. It was Jaime Maussan presents UFO something or another for the Hispanic community, because it was all in Spanish. I understand a little bit of Spanish, so it wasn't impossible, but I remember when they were standing up and giving a standing ovation for that hefty bag. That was the best one of all. What else are we talking about? We did. I know. It is amazing to me what this field allows. Pedophiles. We have no problem with the new MUFON director being a pilot that flies people around and takes children on their first flight in an aeroplane and their last. That guy looks like, I'm saying it, he looks like a predator. A nice guy. But he fits the bill of he could be Santa Predator. That's who he will be this Christmas. I'm sorry, that is the biggest mistake MUFON's made the most recent mistake MUFON's made. That is just an awful selection. Awful. How can you even take a guy, you're trying to clean up the image because one of your guys was into kids. Got arrested for it. Who is it? Jan Harzan. Got to get Jan Harzan on the show. Get Jan Harzan on the show. On the show. Now nobody wants to mention that name again. It's funny how that works. Stan Romanek should be getting out of prison any day now. How does that make you feel? I wonder if he'll make it back. Yep. Next February. He's up for probation. Well, I guess he'll be on probation too for like 5 years. Something like that. I just heard about it. It's weird. He's been away that long already. 5 years. Yeah, when I came back. That was when I came back. I've been back now, 5 years? Next year will be 5 years. That's right. Crazy. Oh my God, this world is just flying by. I can't believe I was 48 years old 4 years ago. I'm going to die tomorrow. God, please. Please. No, don't. Applaud. It's good. You don't want me around. Nah, I'm an ass. I'm bad for ufology. I'm just trying to mend those burnt bridges all the time, which I think we've accomplished. And then, you just get assholes like Nocturnal News. Just goes back 6 months ago to find a comment I said that he needs to get talent to be like Tyler. Does a whole video on me. Well, actually, it was him. He did the video about how great he is. Not. God, that is like listening to. It's the worst thing. Now here we are with another video by Rich Giordano, the man who knows everything in ufology, according to him. God, if he only sounded that good, really, I would listen to that. But there's something wrong with his pitch, his tone. It's like monotone. Maybe we can do it. And Rich Giordano. Nope, even that's too funny. It's too funny. I can't. All right, I got to move along. Sorry, I'm just yapping. I love it. I like watching people get triggered over politics, especially when they They don't know what they're talking about. I gotta play this video because it just makes me happy inside. It's from the Liberty Hound. It's okay, it's news. This is a news channel. Giddy up.
I didn't know you were this crazy.
I know, it's so crazy to not support murder. Who would have known?
Oh, wow. Wow, I gotta go. Wow, I hope
facts
you have,
scare
like,
people. Why aren't they allowed to talk to me? Okay, then I suggest that you should probably keep your mouth shut and let them do what they want.
You're aggressive.
Okay.
Can I talk to you?
Are you gonna be rude?
I know, FAP. I'll be here, unfortunately.
Yes, I record every interaction I have on a college campus.
Why you just keep walking around college campuses? What are you gaining?
What am I gaining?
Yes, what is your gain from all this?
I'm just talking to students and getting their opinions. I want to ask them questions. We're making videos.
But what is your gain? Like, what are you
It's my job.
achieving from this?
Money.
You get paid to do this?
Yes.
By who, can I ask? Like, who wants you to be doing this? Oh my God, it's a scam. She's like running a scam. Do you enjoy doing this?
I do.
Don't you have a degree from Kent?
I do.
And this is what you choose to do with it?
Yes.
This is your choice?
Yes, isn't this women's empowerment? You can do whatever you want, and feminism and supporting women's rights to go out and engage in free speech.
I think you have such a platform that you could be doing great things with.
I think promoting gun rights is a great thing to use my platform for.
On a college campus?
Yes.
I have no problem with gun rights. I just think this is a little crazy.
What? What's so crazy about?
That you're standing around college campuses talking about it. Like, aren't there better places to be speaking about
No, college campuses are the perfect place to talk about gun rights.
Can you tell me why?
Because 1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted on a college campus. That is your choice, but don't take your choice away from me to be able to defend myself against a rapist on campus. Don't be selfish.
She's telling me this. Yeah. I'm really confused why you think giving people guns is the right idea. I don't even think people.
I never said we should. I didn't say we should give people guns.
To defend myself.
I said you should have the choice.
The choice is a little bit different than.
Are you pro-choice?
Of course I am, but.
So why don't you respect my right to choose what firearm I have?
You can have whatever firearm you want, but walking around a college campus promoting it is probably one of the worst ways to get the message out.
I'm sorry you feel that way. That's disappointing. Are you a feminist?
Does it matter?
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
You're not a feminist.
I think it's two different issues. Those are
It's
not.
not. It's not. Feminist.
Fallacy to try and convince your argument, and you're wrong.
I'm right, but thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it.
See, I told you she was too close-minded. You're very aggressive. About how
You're the one that was shouting at me. You want to talk about aggressive. That's some feminism. Do I need to introduce myself? Do you want me to say my pronouns too while I'm at it?
Are you a feminist after you just
No.
said that? Oh. So you're trying to use people's own opinions against them?
Yes, I want you to see your
Anytime there's the word feminist, I hit third. That's the game.
Hypocrisy in your own arguments.
Do you see any hypocrisy in your own arguments?
What hypocrisy?
I mean, if you're trying to find other
You're saying
people's
women
hypocrisy,
should. You're trying to
can't
say
you find
women
your
should
own?
be able
Shouldn't
to
you have
protect themselves. That's their right, but you aren't a feminist.
Yeah, I do not associate with the feminists of today. I don't associate with that. I believe in equality and equal rights for everyone. No, but today's feminists, I don't support what they do. I don't support a lot of feminists we see at the Women's March. They don't support what I support. They support abortion. I don't support that.
No, they're pro-choice. They should have their choice as well. Do you not agree with that?
I don't think people have the choice to kill others. I don't think that's...
Are you trying to say that early abortion is killing?
I think once it has a heartbeat, it is murder.
Condoms are also abortion?
Nope, because you have to have a fertilized... No, I don't...
abortion?
No, it's not. You have to have a fertilized egg, and it has to be attached inside the uterine wall for it to start developing into a baby.
So are you trying to say that if a woman gets raped, that it is not her choice to get an abortion?
That is what I'm saying.
Oh, wow. There's really a lot of hypocrisy in what you say then.
Okay.
You're trying to
I
say that there's a choice
appreciate your opinions.
in gun rights, but they don't get a choice in their own bodies. But they get
That's
their
not your
guns.
body.
Don't worry. Their guns are good. They're
You know
safe.
what will protect against someone getting raped and they don't have to have an abortion? A gun.
Guess what? If they get knocked upside the head and they can't use a gun, then what?
Right.
All right. Thank you.
That's my thing. That's what I want to know. I mean, I don't want to talk about it really, but I'm just saying. I agree with this girl. The girl on the left. Well, you know, what if you get attacked? And I wouldn't want that creature's thing and growing in my body. I don't know. I think I don't know, man. That's not for me to say. I can't say because I'm a guy. But that's a very tricky situation, Caitlin. You know? Unbelievable. Oh, this one's really good. I gotta play this real quick. Just a little bit.
Explain to them why you should have an assault rifle.
What is an assault rifle?
Big gun that you shouldn't have.
What is the definition of an assault rifle? If you're going to tell me I don't need something, you better have the definition.
Well, is that how it works?
What is an assault rifle?
It's a... I'm being honest. I don't know what the exact
Well, let's
dictionary
talk.
Nice.
Let's talk about what...
No.
She already got over the hard part. She admitted she doesn't know what she's talking about. You might as well just stay there and learn.
Say that college students can like make their own decisions, right? So this guy just told the golf cart to run me over.
Run her over.
That's what they do. They go to violence when they don't like something. It's just so bizarre.
That's how tolerant they are. So a picture uploaded that someone doesn't want, that's not okay. But are you going to disavow that? Tell him that's not okay?
Since you're so big on asking questions, I have a question for you. What would you tell a parent? Look them in the eye, and what would you tell them?
I tell
That
them I'm sorry for their loss.
5-year-old needs to have an AR-15 in the classroom to defend themselves?
That's not what I said at all. No, you're putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm not. I didn't say you said that. No.
No, I wouldn't say that at all. I say sorry for your loss.
Oh, but how would you explain to them why you should have an assault rifle?
What is an assault rifle?
Big gun that you shouldn't have.
What is the definition of an assault rifle? If you're going to tell me I don't need something, you better have the definition.
Well, is that how it works?
What is an assault rifle?
It's a... I'm being honest. I don't know what the exact
Well, let's
dictionary
talk.
definition...
Let's talk about what...
No.
Oh, you're just going to tell me and yell at me and not have a conversation? You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what an assault rifle is.
Fine, then let's have a conversation.
Right, now that we've broken that barrier, an assault rifle is actually... The definition by the government is a machine gun, something that you hold down and the bullets just go through the mag, whatever it is that you have in the drum mag, just feeds it all through with one pull of the trigger.
Well, I apologize.
Okay, those are banned in America. Those are already banned. Those aren't being used in mass shootings. Those aren't being used for a majority of mass shootings. Actually, handguns are. Handguns are responsible for 80% of the mass shootings in this country. Why aren't you focused on those?
Well, quite frankly, I don't know the difference between guns because I'm not some gun-obsessed loon like you are, honey.
No, it's important to know what things are causing which casualties if you want to ban them. My handgun is for my self-defense.
I never said I wanted to ban them.
Okay,
I
you're
don't
right.
have
I
an
put
issue
words
with
in your
someone
mouth.
having a little gun for self-defense, but I have an issue with the bigger ones.
Why?
Because it's ridiculous.
Why?
You don't need an AK-47
Why?
to defend your house.
Why?
Because you don't need that.
That's not an argument.
This isn't a war zone.
It's not an argument.
All right, leave me the alone. Don't.
You came up to me, and now you're mad because you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, my brother and my dad are in the United States Marines.
It's not an argument.
And they don't think you need.
That's not an argument. Their opinions don't matter.
What you think is an argument.
Okay, well then why'd you come up to me?
Because you're a. That's why.
You surround
And
yourself
don't put
by.
it on your YouTube channel.
We will check it out at Liberty
Liberal
Hangout.
Girl goes crazy at stupid conservative girl.
That's a good title. Okay, so make sure you guys.
Unbelievable. I'm glad we watched that together. 3 minutes of our lives is now over. I love the way they get triggered. That's why I like wearing my mask. And I don't think I should wear the Make America Great hat again in public. But I think I will the day before the election. So You know, if you see me here with a couple of black eyes and a broken nose, you'll know. No, I said black eyes, not black guys. What's that? It's amazing to me, you know, people in this day and age. What's an assault rifle? What's an assault? Do you know we just shouldn't have them? Why? Because we shouldn't. Why? Because we shouldn't. Why? Uh-oh, it is time. All right, Corey Goode was on Dr. J Radio 2 days ago. Yesterday? It was yesterday. Third Phase now has it up on part of it on their channel. Normally, I would just go to Dr. J Radio and do that, which I probably should. Yeah, let's do that because Dr. J, let's see. I know Third Phase is just going to pull out the best stuff. That's why I wanted to use it. But we'll do this. Corey Goode is probably one of the most controversial figures in our field. Would you agree with that? I would agree with it too. He's more into the secret space program, age regressed, blue avian, channeler, time traveler with Basiago and Wilcock, and Third Phase had on David Wilcock a few months ago. Actually about a month ago. And Blake asked some really hard questions about people calling him, you know, a liar or a hoax or whatever. I don't know if it happened in this. I don't remember hearing that. But Dr. J did a pretty good job. I really enjoyed the interview. I really did. He did good. So Corey Goode, because he's so controversial, and Dr. J is John, is a friend. We'll play this for a few minutes and we'll skip around and maybe talk for a little bit. But I didn't expect to do this tonight. I want to thank whoever mentioned this in the chat room. Lee, thank you, Lee, because this is exactly what I wanted to do tonight and I just forgot. I know, shut up, Rich. I can't help it. Sorry, I'm me. Is it on? Corey, can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Of angels. Or is it? I don't know if it's angelic anymore. Now, we have a very special guest for you today. As you know, I normally don't talk about the guests prior to. And the reason is because things happen. And because I listed the guest as last week, you probably all know who it is. And he doesn't really need much of an introduction. He's definitely been around for years. As a matter of fact, we both spoke at Contact in the Desert in 2015. Obviously different stages, but we were both there. That is the
full
one
screen,
and
babe.
only Mr. Corey Goode. Corey,
Falcon
welcome
Rising.
to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate the invitation.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Hey, we've been working on this for God knows how many months, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to when you were age 6. What happened that brought you into the limelight today?
Get the mouse off him.
Well, I had
You got a mouse on
been
you.
pretty much part of a program for
Actually, you got a pointer on you. I'm so stupid. God, I should just go home.
Brought you into the limelight today?
Well, I had already been pretty much part of a program for generations. My father's father during World War II was a conscientious objector. He was a Seventh-day Adventist, and he was talked into going into a U.S. Army program that's very much like Project White Coat. And that program was all about him going in and supposedly being infected with wartime type of ailments that people run into, and then helping the Army develop cures and treatments. What he actually became a part of was a multi-generational program to where they manipulated his DNA by injecting him with a virus. The virus was used as a delivery system to his cells to make changes to his DNA, and then they replicated and over time became dominant and took over. And then over generations, they were watching us to look for any of these latent abilities that they were trying to activate. They were watching us to see if they would activate. And apparently with me, they noticed that it seemed that these abilities were activating. They further were able to confirm that by setting up this whole scenario to where I did some standardized testing, and they were able to use the standardized testing to see that I was different and different in the way that they were looking for. So then they brought me into this secret military program. For lack of a better word, we call it MyLab, which stands for Military Abduction. And they would take us, not every day, sometimes there would be a few weeks where we wouldn't get picked up from school, but it was set up as though it was some sort of explorers or some sort of extracurricular activity. But they were really driving us to Carswell Air Force Base, and sometimes we would go 2-3 times a week. We would get there, they would put us through a battery of training and testing, and then at the end of the training, they would put us in front of a television screen or a projected screen with headphones on after giving us an injection, and then they would play back, let's say, a scene of us at a museum looking at dinosaurs. And once that memory had been planted into us, we would go home that day from when our parents would pick us up from school. We would tell them about the exciting trip to the museum.
Even though it didn't happen, because
Right.
I got you. Now, military abduction, some people that are a product or victims, should I say, of military abductions also claim that there is extraterrestrials that are on board with U.S. military officers or some sort of officer. Did you ever see any ETs, or was it just military, just them, just, black ops pulling you out into this program?
No, I saw ETs from even before the time I was identified. ETs were scrambling my memories. I had partial memories that kind of put together while working with other people of being picked up by this kind of like Peter Pan pirate ship. And it would come, I would automatically walk out into the front of the apartments at the time. And we would see, or I would see this pirate ship drifting out of the sky. And it would come, it would land in the parking lot, and I would step aboard, it would take off and fly away. And when I would arrive at my destination, as I would walk off of the platform, out of the pirate ship, it would then become a flying saucer.
So an illusion, right?
An illusion.
An illusion.
And I was told that the illusion was different for little boys, little girls, what they thought we would respond to. And when I went into this cavern, and there were medical exams going on by tall grays with these long, look like magic wands with lights on the tips of them. So yeah, there was definitely an ET aspect to it, but mostly they tried to have us not remember that. They slowly acclimated us to being consciously aware of ETs over about 10 years while in that program. And then, I was brought into other higher programs to where it was more of like Men in Black type of program for about 10 months. It was Intruder Intercept and Interrogation program.
There's a question already from Blake and Brent Cousins, Third Phase of the Moon, the world's largest UFO YouTube channel. It says, what you thought of the retraction of the New York Times claim of the off-world vehicles recovered not of this Earth, which happened, I think, 4 or 5 hours later?
Yeah, there's a huge battle for disclosure going on. And the type of disclosure we'll have. The powers that be they're trying to set up a disclosure that's going to try to say that all the ET, or all the what we thought were ET craft in the skies were actually our own, but they were our craft operating in the future and causing a temporal butterfly effect, where
if David Fravor gave an accurate account of the tic-tac that flew by him and says watched him and followed him, then that means it's not just a butterfly trigger effect into our dimension haphazardly showing up in our dimension and theirs. No, that can't work. They'd be smashing into planes, busting up all... I mean, there would be so much crap going on. No.
sometimes accidentally some of these craft popped through into our time. And they're going to put forth that there are no aliens currently visiting the planet, that they've had to keep this secret to guard some sort of timeline.
Right.
Because
why?
The closer we get to, you know, within a few years, supposedly, we're going to catch up to this future group that was time traveling by accident and working with us.
Yeah.
And that it would just merge.
Yeah.
It would become the present.
Yeah.
And then they can then disclose all of this technology.
Nice downward trend in his voice, not very confident with what he just said. And they're going to merge together and, you know, big conference.
Which we
a lot of
deception. ET, but it's only humans from the future. That's what they're really trying to put forth. But you know, there are plenty of us who have worked with extraterrestrials that have been in these programs and know that there is the time traveling humans aspect, because I was a part of it.
Here it comes.
I was pulled out of this timeline into a separate time bubble
for
20 years to operate, and then brought back. So that type of thing is possible, and the people I reported to were from my future at the time. So time's a really weird thing, but
yeah, it brought back a lot of people from my time, my future. Time's a really weird thing. That is such deception. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Dr. J, just say it right at this point. You know that's bullshit, don't you, Corey? You know nobody fucking believes this shit. Oh, I would love to have him on. Look at him, dude.
That's there's a, you know, and you know also was it the Senate, I believe, or the House?
Go ahead and look over to the left. Think about it.
House passed.
Who's over there? You got, what do you got? You're reading off the teleprompter. Is that it?
The bill recently about conspiracy theories, and in that conspiracy theory, one of them that they mentioned were ETs who have landed on this planet. So that was a very hard rebuke from the deep state about ETs being a part of the scenario. They want it to just be humans from the future.
I know.
Now, going back to when you were young, you were identified as an empath, an intuitive empath. Is that the reason why your father or you were brought into that program?
Yes, I was an intuitive empath.
Yeah, I'm intuitive. I'm like an empath over here. I know, I could feel people's pain. Are you feeling anything now, Corey? Nah. I'm like an empath, you know. I'm so good at being an empath. They put me in this program, and I can only tell you a little bit. You got any proof of this? Absolutely not. No. You kidding me? Proof? Come on. Proof. I don't even know what that means. Proof. I don't.
Empath, and there were a couple of other abilities that I had that were related to it.
See the eye squint? Yeah. I had a couple of related things that go with the empath, like bullshit.
An intuitive empath. Is that the reason why your father or you were brought into that program?
Yes, I was an intuitive empath, and there were a couple of other abilities that I had that were related to it, that they could enhance. You know, they could enhance my neurology, overclock my neurology to where my intuitive and
a lot. Yeah, I don't even have to do the pause the thing. He's doing it automatically.
Abilities to
I can't think of the story fast enough. Story rhymes with Corey. You see what I did, Ma?
Communicate or interface with other ETs was more enhanced.
Yeah, interface. That's a funny word, huh? A face in a face. I got a face in a face.
So yeah, it was a very coveted
COVID.
skill. They normally, when in these 20 and back programs,
20 and back. Oh, I went to Mars. Oh, 20 and back. Oh, I went to Mars. I saw the avians flying around the red planet, looking so good. I said, holy God darn it. Oh, oh, oh. Take me now 20 and back. Oh, I'm a Choreo. Choreo cookies coming at you from Mars in the year 2120. Yes, 100 years from now, Choreo cookies are going to be the best treat ever. Inside that creamy, soft filling is a blue avian featherbird. Yes, have all the avian Oreos you want, because they're Choreos. Yes, they have been put together by blue avians and humans, a natural hybrid of Oreo cookies. Under 17 should not eat these things.
The program that I was in, they normally mainly pull from military, all military. Some scientific, some people from universities. But,
yeah, you know, scientific people, things from universities, you know the whole lot of them.
You know, they pull in people,
you see, you know.
17 years old, you know.
Yeah, I know. Of course I know.
Non-military. Well, it wasn't because
you know
they needed a non-military person. They would have wished it was a military person, but there were so few intuitive empaths that they were finding in the military, and they needed a lot. They needed a good number of them.
They did. They needed a lot.
Now, this is something I asked you prior to this interview, why they choose children. And you're not the first person I've spoken to that has an experience like this where they're taken...
Yeah, you talk to Wilcock, you talk to Espazio, Gasparo. What is that, Gaspaccio, that guy?
One was Jump Room, for instance. You explained to me on that phone call why they choose young people. Why is that?
Well, there are a number of reasons. One of the reasons is that children haven't been told what is and is not possible yet.
If anybody would like to listen to this on their own time, you're more than welcome to. But I'm going to play some of it a little more because we're not done yet. I got one more thing to do before we get out of here, so don't go anywhere. We got the Magic 8 Ball coming up. It's Friday.
Kind of not living by faith.
It's Friday 8 Ball.
Faith, but manifesting.
Dumbest answer I ever heard. I can't. We're done. I just can't. All right, you listen to this. I'll get it ready.
Is, you know, a part of all of it, and them being able to know.
Hold on.
Them not being told that these abilities are not real, that they are real. They begin to manifest stronger abilities. And also, they like to pull kids out of
mother's ass.
Rough home lives, because the kids were used to being smacked around and yelled at, and they were still able to function.
What happened?
The kids they were bringing in from Ward and June Cleaver type of homes just did not do well at all under the stress.
Now, when did you first realize that there was a space program that is not governed by NASA? In essence, the secret space program is what it's called today, or should we call it the Space Force?
Well,
good question. Coming from Dr. J. The link will be in the description after the show. Now. It's time for the magic, 8 ball. Goof on. Whoa! Look at that, it goes with my voice. That's a little bit too dark there. What happened? We can't have it that dark, Corey. I need some light. How'd that happen? How'd we get so dark? That's light enough right there. That's all I needed. All right, so if you want to know how the game works, the Magic 8 Ball is connected to me since 1985, I think, 84. I've had this a long time. It's ancient. It's actually a classic now. I've got the classic 8 Ball. We have 3 questions. I could only do yes or no answers. So ask me a yes or no question, and the 8 Ball and me will give you the answer. And ask away. Coming from Frapsap, is Jaime Maussan an alien elf? Jaime Introdução para patria cintra conservandre, San Patera totontre quince tratantere, in the bontra interrontra in Sancinto. Is Jaime Maussan an alien elf? Or we'll just say alien. The answer is better not tell you now. I'm starting the next series. We'll come back. We're still looking for the first question. Go. Yes or no? Is Corey Goode an alien? DJ ask. Is Corey Goode an alien? 8 Ball gonna tell us what's in store for Corey Goode. Is he an alien? Holy shit. As I see it, yes! I knew it! He can't tell us he's an alien because he's trying to with this logic, you know, woohoo, ah, hee, and we don't accept it. I bet it's true. Bet it's true. Next question, number 2, for the 8 Ball, please. Starting... P 404 error, page not found, asks, is Richard Dolan an operative for the CIA? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Richard Dolan an alien? No, operative, CIA operative. Here we go. The answer is... Your mother's got 9 heads. Concentrate and ask again. All right. Is Richard Dolan a CIA operative? Richard Dolan, the ufologist. Gotta go to the Richard Dolan. Sheep, sheep, sheep. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. We'll continue with the 8-Ball next Friday, I think. Once it's dropped, I can't touch it for 24 hours, so... Sorry about that, guys. That really was painful to watch. I've never done that. Now, I learned a new move, so I wanted to try it out, alright? Anyway, thank you, moderators. Appreciate the help tonight. Thank you very much. I want to thank Super Chatters, everybody who Super Chatted. Thank you very much. That means more than you know. Newcomers, thank you very much. Veterans, thank you very much. This is GoFun. We will be back tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying to do something special for tomorrow. For real. I mean, it's no joke. If it doesn't happen, boy, I will be surprised. But we'll be back tomorrow for sure. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on GoFun. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a safe weekend. Thank you. I can't, my mind's just blown what just happened. You have no idea. I'm feeling it. All right. Have a good one. Don't worry about it. Everybody's going to live. Have a good night. All right. Bye-bye now. I know.